Looking at Telcoin's overall chart, this seems like one of the easiest opportunities in this market. With everything happening around crypto, stablecoins, discussions on, connecting to billions of users, how can we achieve mass adoption? Telcoin seems like such a big, obvious play, yet barely anyone's actually talking about Telcoin today. And it's actually probably one of the most overlooked projects in this space in terms of utility-based projects. And the reason why is simply because not a lot of people are actually aware that Telcoin even exists, and they're doing a lot of what they are really kind of doing undercover. So in this video, I actually want to address a few things happening around Telcoin and why everyone needs to know what Telcoin is doing. So first and foremost, let's actually tap on into stablecoins because we've been really kind of watching as stablecoins become a much bigger piece of the financial system. We also know that almost every single government out there is talking about stablecoins now, and even on May 21st, we did see a big update from Hong Kong passing stablecoins bill to launch licensing regime for fiat-backed stablecoin issuers, aiming to boost innovation while tightening investor protections. So this was definitely a big one, and this is right off the back of the Genius bill, right? This is definitely a big one. We have stablecoin bill set to pass Senate, what it means for crypto, and this got announced on the 19th. We have yet to see a big update regarding this one, but this Genius Act is so crucial. In fact, it's going to be such a big deal once it does get fully passed. And also, if you think about what's really going on here, whatever the US does, we are going to see every other nation follow through. I do think that that's exactly why Hong Kong is pushing for the stablecoin bill and passing this, because they are also aware of what is coming, which is the fact that fiat currency and money itself is moving on chain. And once you actually have everything on chain, once you have, finance itself fully digital, all of a sudden, anyone can become their own bank. Anyone can tap in through their phone. And this is where Telcoin really gets spotlighted. But before I get ahead of myself, let's actually dive on into this, which is the fact that 1.1% of the US dollar supply is now tokenized as stablecoins. Like I said, they're inevitable, right? Stablecoins are only going to grow from here on out. They are up only, essentially. And adoption and acceptance of stablecoins is also going to expand rapidly. And last but not least, stablecoins are now the third largest buyers of US short-term securities. This is insane. Okay, the fact that stablecoins are becoming this big, the fact that stablecoins are now really kind of becoming a piece of the traditional system in a way like this, it shows you that the US is not going to slow down. In fact, they're going to accelerate and rapidly adopt stablecoins into the US system. And this is where we start to see everything align. This is where we start to see every single nation out there looking at stablecoins, launch their own stablecoins, accept stablecoins, adopt them. And this is going to reinforce projects like Telcoin, because Telcoin also has 11 stablecoins already currently in the Telcoin Wallet listed. And we know that Telcoin is also going to be launching their EUSD, which is happening this year. And it's actually issued by Telcoin Bank because they are a digital asset bank. And also we know euro is coming as well. So we are going to see 13 stablecoins supported by Telcoin Wallet. And the best part about this is that Telcoin Wallet is it's at the touch of your hands through your phone. Guys, this is huge. This is huge, and it's an immediate connection to billions of potential users of crypto. Because if we also think about how many mobile phones are out there, how many people are tapped in easily on their phone, think about some of the apps that we use. Think about how much growth these apps have witnessed. It's all because they are easily accessible through a mobile phone. Everyone has their mobile phone on them at almost all times. People have them on their bedside. People have them with them when they're, going anywhere. They need their phone with them. So this is where we start to see people actually taking their bank with them as well. And it's all through these digital wallets. Now, I'm going to come back to this here in a second, but let's actually talk about what's been happening recently around Telcoin. Number one, the Kenya Blockchain and Crypto Conference. Telcoin is joining this as a gold sponsor with a mission to bring blockchain-powered financial products to mobile phone users globally. Telcoin is providing or proving that sending money doesn't have to be expensive or centralized. Founded in 2017, they worked with the telecom industry to deliver fast, affordable, and user-owned DeFi services designed for everyday users, especially in emerging markets. Approved to open the first digital asset bank in the United States, Telcoin is rolling out multi-currency digital cash stablecoins worldwide with a Kenyan shilling token, EKES, slated for release later this year. So again, this is also another stablecoin that we could easily add to this list over here. Again, like I've stated, Telcoin is a giant that is so undercover, it's ridiculous. At KBCC 2025, Telcoin will help spotlight how blockchain can power free-floating borderless money and direct payments, ushering in mobile financial services 2.0 for the billions underserved by legacy systems. With offices in 10 countries and growing, Telcoin is targeting the creation of native digital cash rails for 3 billion people by 2026. Now, if we're thinking about this, let's go over here. So Telcoin is now SOC 2 Type 1 certified. This independent audit, in addition to our ongoing security measures, confirms that our controls align with industry best practices and are prepared to address emerging threats. Guys, this is a huge step. This is providing more and more backing behind Telcoin. It's reinforcing that Telcoin is not messing around. They are here to become a very dominant player. Okay. And we actually have down here that Telcoin today announced the successful completion of its Service Organization Control SOC 2 Type 1 certification, independently audited by BD Emerson. Governed by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants, this rigorous examination confirms that Telcoin's stringent security controls, including those related to infrastructure, employee access, training, risk management, and vendor oversight, are thoughtfully designed to meet the trust service criteria for security. Beyond this former attestation, Telcoin strengthens its security posture through continuous third-party penetration testing and a comprehensive smart contract audits. In collaboration with leading external security firms, the company conducts realistic attack simulations against its infrastructure, while its in-house blockchain experts perform regular in-depth reviews of every contract prior to this deployment. This multi-layered strategy keeps Telcoin aligned with industry best practices and prepared to address emerging threats. Guys, this is what we want to see. Telcoin is doing things completely different. They're prepared for anything. And this is where we really kind of look at them becoming this bank. And when we think about that, we also go over here, because we have here, by unlocking banking and institutional access, by enabling people to create policies and procedures, crypto will be unlocked for everyday meaningful consumer applications. And this is actually from Parker Span from Telcoin. And check this out. This is about a 50-second long clip. Listen closely.
So, I think we're in a position now and it takes time, but by unlocking banking and institutional access, by enabling people to create policies and procedures and not having this hostile regulation by enforcement that ultimately offshored everyone, we're in this really awesome position where crypto, by connecting it fluidly with the existing banking system over time, it's not going to be overnight, but over time will be unlocked for everyday meaningful consumer applications that before, costs, you're buying 95 cents for $1 and it's taken 5 days to get it out of the ecosystem through point solutions. And now every bank in the US is looking at this as oh man, it's time to catch up and re-platform our existing obsolete infrastructure using this digital modern infrastructure that's really purpose built for the internet of money and value and markets. So, I think we're
And yeah, I mean, listen, when we think about what's going to happen going forward, everything, I mean, literally everything that we know about, payments, finance, banking, institutions, guys, what's happening right now in this space is so exciting because it reinforces projects like Telcoin. It supports the utility behind them, and we're going to see adoption increase massively. And it's going to come from some of the biggest players in the banking and institutional side. this is what's going to also bring in mass adoption. And that's where we look at mobile networks. Telcoin Association recently put out mobile networking or networks, power the internet. Now they can power the internet of money. Telcoin is bringing distributed ledger technology to telecoms through Telcoin Network, the only blockchain exclusively validated by the GSMA mobile networks. Guys, the GSMA mobile networks is something that I think everyone should be aware of. GSMA is huge. And in fact, we have over here from MWC Hub, this got posted on May 1st. For the past 40 years, the mobile industry has been laying the groundwork for today's digital revolution. So let's go back real quick. We know the space is changing. We know adoption is increasing. We know everything is becoming massively adopted by the biggest players out there to realize in the digital revolution. And now we have the GSMA telling us that for the past 40 years, the mobile industry has been laying the groundwork for today's digital revolution. Our networks now cover 96% of the world's population and connect 5.8 billion unique customers. And our latest research shows that the mobile industry funds 85% of the infrastructure that drives mobile internet connectivity around the world. This is the GSMA's CMO, addressing the mobile industry's pivotal role in powering the digital age and the urgent need to reimagine its future. Telcoin is already validated by the GSMA. It's the only blockchain validated by the GSMA as well. This is huge. And by the way, we also have over here that Telcoin was grateful for the opportunity to contribute to the GSMA's recent white paper about the benefits, opportunities, and challenges associated with stablecoin adoption by the telecommunications industry. Stablecoins like digital cash can transform mobile financial services, making payments faster, cheaper, and borderless. None other than telecoms, with built-in trust and compliance, are equipped to bring this to the masses. What's missing? Standards and purpose-built infrastructure. That's where Telcoin Network comes in, the first blockchain validated by the GSMA full member mobile networks with interoperability and mobile money rails at its core. Telecoms have the power to move stablecoins from speculation to real-world utility for 7 billion plus mobile subscribers. This is huge. So again, I want you guys to understand that Telcoin, a project that has a fully diluted value of sub $500 million, is becoming a digital bank, supports almost 15 stablecoins already, and on top of that is the only blockchain network that's exclusively validated by the GSMA, which has access to billions, 5.8 billion unique customers. And they power and cover 96% of the world's population. Telcoin is extremely overlooked. It is so undercover, it is ridiculous. This is why everyone in crypto should be aware of Telcoin and what they're doing and what they're becoming. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on because more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. And with that being said, guys, it's been Nick. Thanks for watching. Peace out.